Congratulations! You just got hired. Now what? Best practices to keeping your job once you are hired. Hosted by Lisa St. Hilaire, online career services counselor. You finally landed a job or the dream job you've always wanted. Now, you want to take the time to make sure you keep this great opportunity and do not make any mistakes that can jeopardize you and your time with your new employer. The following goals and best practices will put you in that right direction. Let's start off with some of the basic best practices. Sending a thank you note. Oftentimes, we send a thank you note, of course, when you have completed the interview process. That's always a must. However, what is often missed is sending a thank you note after you have gotten hired. Send it to your new boss and the human resources contact if available. This is a great way to express to them your excitement for the position, thanking them for this great opportunity, being able to learn and grow within the company, reassuring them of all the things that you discussed in the interview, and letting them know that, yes, you will definitely be a great asset to the team. It also is a great way to let them know you are available if any other information is needed prior to your start date. Wait before you update your status online. Yes, I know. You're excited. You want to tell everybody, I got hired, I got a new job. However, stop and wait before you update your information on LinkedIn and any other social media sites. You may want to wait just a few months just to make sure that you're acclimated to your new position, you like it, you like your new employer, you like your roles and responsibility. After the few months have passed, this is a great way to then promote yourself and let everyone know through LinkedIn and any other social media outlets that you have accepted a new role and your new position. Also, don't forget to update your resume as well. Set career goals. Setting goals is so key and so important, both on a personal and professional level. Goals are a great way to get yourself motivated to achieve what you want to in your career as well as in your personal life. A career goal is a specific action you want to take, either short-term or long-term. So, where do you see yourself? 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now, or 10? How do you see yourself growing within this company in this amount of time? Know your vision and where you would like to go within the company, and learn to work with the environment around you so you can achieve the goals that you're setting for yourself. The importance and purpose of goal setting is to know where you are now, whether it's 6 months, 5 years from now, and where you want to be in the future. Doing it in this manner, by setting these goals, is the most realistic way to get where you want to go. Talk to your supervisor. This is so important. This is one of the most important things you can do once you have started your new position. Just because, you made it through the interview process, you passed the background check, the reference check, and you are now hired, does not mean you know the expectations of your boss. Learning what is expected of you from your boss and the mission of the employer is so realistic. It's just a realistic way to achieve your career goals within the time frame that you have set. Learning their goals and discussing yours will result in two very important key things. Number one, it shows your employer you have the ability to take initiative, you have the drive, you have the ambition, and you want to explore other opportunities when that specific time is right. Number two, with your short-term and long-term goals defined, your supervisor should be able to, give you somewhat of a plan to execute on how you can achieve these goals realistically. This segment of the webinar I find to be very key, very instrumental in your employment with any employer. Oftentimes, within the first 90 days of employment and afterwards, people are terminated from their position because they either do not or do practice some of these key points that I'm going to point out to you. So first, let's talk about the do's. Let's talk about the things that you should put into your day-to-day, monthly, weekly, yearly best practices to make your employment at your employer the best it can be, both for you and your boss and the peers that you're working around you. Number one, learn your new environment. Observe what is around you to adjust yourself accordingly. Therefore, number one, see how everyone is dressed. Are they dressing casual? Do they wear jeans? Do they come in suits? Do they arrive early? How they interact with each other. That's number one key, so you can adjust yourself accordingly. Get the company's organizational chart, not only for your department, but for the departments that you're working with that surround you, as well as system-wide as a whole. So you can see who's who, the names of the people that you're working with, and their responsibilities. It is also very important to listen. Listen to what is being asked of you. Yes, you may know what to do because you've done it in previous employment or past employment. However, the way that they are asking you to do it may be slightly different. So listen before you jump in or want to chime in your own opinion. It's important to hear first what they're asking of you and then execute. Listen to your peers. They are your best resource to also learn how to do your job effectively and efficiently. They can give you some ideas that you can implement into your own daily practices. Develop a business plan for every assignment that you are given. This will better assist you in meeting deadlines and completing tasks. Your business plan is simply a checklist of what your daily priorities are for each duty that you have to do. Oftentimes, this has to be rearranged, but a checklist is a great way to make sure that everything is completed and completed accurately. Your availability is most important. Learn to be flexible when needed. Therefore, if a new task is given to you, have to readjust your schedule, putting that task first and moving everything else around. That's always key. Be flexible because that shows what a team player consists of. Do what you say you will do. If you can't do it, please let it be known. Don't commit to something and then turn around and say, oh no, I can't do it. So be sure to always say what you're going to do. Ask for help if needed. Show your appreciation for it and show your appreciation for it. That's okay. It's okay to want to ask for assistance. Don't be ashamed. That's the best way that you know that you're showing that you can communicate, and two, you're showing that you want to make sure that things are completed accurately. Be early and stay late when needed. It's not all the time that you can come in extra early, and it's not all the time that you can stay extra late. But when you can, that's when that flexibility comes into play as well. So do it, and do it wholeheartedly. That's also a great sign of being a team player. Now we're going to discuss the don'ts. Again, this is oftentimes when people are really terminated from their positions because they do the things that are listed in this don't fact sheet. Cut your personal calls at work. Know when to take a call or when you have to excuse yourself to discuss personal matters. Your work and private life should be separate. This also goes for personal emails as well. It is easier said than done, but please leave your domestic affairs at home. Learn to be strictly professional at work. You may not always want to discuss your private life at work, but you can always maintain a healthy and develop a healthy and good working relationship that will make your time at work enjoyable. Be aware of that social media activity. This has always been the downfall of most employees. If it is not pertaining to work, do not use your computer for social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Refrain from using these sites at work. Do not discuss your love life, any medical conditions, religion, and political views. Take into consideration what would make someone else feel uncomfortable. Or, if the roles were reversed, how would you feel hearing or discussing such issues? If you follow the best practices in this webinar, this will definitely keep you employed. This will definitely make your work environment healthy, pleasurable, and enjoyable. And you will definitely get your tasks done in a timely manner because you have created a business plan, a checklist, and you've set goals. And you've communicated effectively with your peers as well as your boss. I do hope that you found this webinar to be helpful to you. At any time, if you want to further discuss, please reach out to the online career counselors. We have Flor Dorsley Moore, who is the Director of Online Career Services. Her majors are fashion, general business, and business administration. Ashley Alba, where her majors are accounting, financial services, human resources management, information systems management, international business, entrepreneurship, and management. Ihor, his majors are justice studies, legal studies, graphic designs, and marketing. And myself, health services administration management, medical billing, and coding. And oftentimes you will hear from our great federal work study and office assistant, Anthony Baptista. Please feel free to reach out to us at any time via phone or email. Thank you for listening.